So we'll be playing some arena today. Mm. Um, yeah, queued up arena. Okay. I wasn't sure what I was doing. Okay, now we're waiting. And we're waiting. And we're waiting. We're still waiting. Okay. So we're into the match. I wasn't sure what I wanted to play. I knew I wanted to. I wasn't sure. I think I was waiting on my team to decide what they wanted to play. Because, yeah, I know I wanted something that did a lot of damage. So I was thinking more in like an assassin range or a warrior range. Then man picked Osiris, and then I couldn't. I was like, alright, the Osiris pick kind of like encouraged me. Let's try something else. I still wasn't sure because with a good follow-up damage and good CC, that's what I really wanted here. I wanted somebody that had a good amount of CC, so when they get rooted or even burn their Furies, somebody else could attack and I could help out. So I was about to go on mage, a high damage mage though. So I even to let the other person know I was going mage. My man's picked too, so I'm like, alright then fuck it. And I decided to play. I was between Ganesh or Terra. Ganesh, I haven't played Ganesh in a while, in a good while. But I think I was having like a bad, was it bad? I don't remember. Well, I'm comfortable with my Terra, so. I looked at the team. Originally I wanted to go a little bit of Bruiser, but I looked at the team and realized I couldn't do that. With Arthur, Nice, Discordia, Finn, and Noah, I really couldn't do that. Mostly because Arthur and Finn would have been in my backline for like days. I normally start my typical build with Sentinels and Gauntlet of Thieves. Yeah. I'm not really a builder, but the build. I went Frenzy. Maybe I should have gone Sprint first. I went Frenzy hoping that we could get First Blood because First Blood would help us get ahead. And I wasn't sure if Fen was going to be building protections, or I wasn't sure if Fen was going to go Bruiser or he was just going to go straight damage. I don't know what happened there. I don't remember if it glitched out or it was, yeah. That's my typical arena start. Getting them done as quickly as possible. So if you can do, like, if you could damage both at the same time, and typically go for that. And when you start early and you get back to mid, it's pretty easy. It's like, it's easier to zone them out. If you start late on your buffs, I recommend you walk in the opposite direction, or I recommend you go back instead of coming around the top. That's a typical move. A lot of the with Terra wise. I don't know how I didn't die here. That was a typical move. You dash to your standing stone where they're rooted. You just place your walls there, because 9 times out of 10 they're going to run in the same direction that they were running before. No, I wasn't sure if Arthur didn't know what I could do, but he just kept running into my wall. I popped my potion here because I was low. I tend to pop my potion when I have time to regenerate without having to be up and personal with the man them. Now this is a tricky spot. I think my wall blocked him there. That was pretty good. I didn't have enough mana, so and that's another thing you have to watch out for. I had a full setup planned out in my head of what I wanted to do, but I didn't have enough mana, and because I wasn't watching my mana usage there. as you play the game more, you kind of guesstimate, or you actually do the math. You either do the math or you guesstimate how much like mana or HP you'd have left after doing something. Yeah, I hardly see people use the her walls like that. A lot of people rather go for the stun, which is, I mean, it's more effective in certain situations, but if you just need to like get them off, it's very good. I forgot that this man have a root stun, and I think people forget that you can, okay, here or no, okay, I think people forget that you can still activate it even if you're, I don't remember if it's a stun. I activated it there because it was that was the setup from the get-go. I use my dash a lot to get to base. I wasn't scared here. Sissy my outfit. I was just vibing. That's another thing that people need to remember when they're with their I dashed the wrong way first. I still got the kill, but I dashed the wrong way first. The thing with your guardian is always going to be there as a protector. This was wild. I was just trying my best to get away from him. I don't know why my team wasn't helping me, but I was almost out. Everybody was in the back line, and the man then used both their ult on me, and you know, I was just there collecting. As we got kills out of it, I think 2. Or did that kill get away? That kill got away. I was disappointed. And that's another downside to being a support. It's protecting your team, but also hoping that they can follow up with your engages. Like when I had a game last night and my team, I would dash in. I was Athena with Freya and Uller. I would dash in. What are we fighting against a Nike? So my team, I was Athena. It was Athena, Uller, and Freya, with me being the Athena, fighting against a Nike. I forgot who. I will find out later. And every time I would dash in, my team was basically nowhere to be found. When Freya realized that I could dash in and still be able to survive and get off enough CC that they can come in and do the remainder of the damage, she started to come in with me. But because I guess Uller didn't understand that, you know, this is what, you know, you can depend on me to do it, it kind of got lost and it got a bit hard, because Nike realized that he was very scared to dash in, and every time I went forward they would be dressing back, and that's one of the biggest mistakes you can make if you see your support going forward. And it ended up changing my entire playstyle, because instead of starting the fights, I had to adapt and protect, engage, start the fight, but still be able to protect my backline. Man, so this was beautiful. I was hoping for the team to be here, but Artemis and Thoth were over there caring more about the people them red. So I got the kill, but the support would have been nice. Frenzy would have been up, so I was just waiting. I wanted them to rotate here, but my team was in the base. I had to tell Osiris to retreat because I don't know why my team decided that not coming to us was better. That was like free. That was 2 kills free, hands down. Backing after that raid never made any sense to me. Immediately they should have rotated towards Osiris and I. But anyways, we're 2 and 3. We're not behind. So it's here and there. I sacrificed myself there because as a support, I will always value my teammates over my own safety, because that's my purpose. That's the only purpose I serve. I got sprint because they would need it. Arthur has high sustain, heavy sustain. That man can be up in your face and be living the whole time. When I get Discordia ulted as a support or even as a regular character, I try my best to not bring it towards my teammates. That did. Oh yeah, it missed. It was so sad. It was so sad. Yes, I tend to bring the Discordia ult away from my team. Walking out. They always walk into it. I think I died here. I was too far back. I was trying to dodge. Did I die here? Arthur came up my ass. I tend to pop my pods a lot, just so for the added HP. I actually don't know if that works. It works with the smaller health pods. It works a lot. So a lot of the times I believe in base with like 4 as a support with like 4 health pods because of the sustain. That bouncing off the wall was just made me so happy on the inside. Done. No, I missed. Nothing is wrong with engaging. Just make sure you're engaging properly. Did I? I don't know. No. I couldn't make it. She should have just retreated with me from here. A lot of people need to realize that you lose a kill, you lose a kill. Especially in a game like Arena. You just lose the kill. The aim is to come back. You know, the moment you realize you can't secure something, or even if you do secure it, your main goal will always be to get the hell out of there. That's what it should be, especially when you're so far up and their entire team is about to come out of base. I have a so here I try to take off the square out so that I think man's eyes here, so that my other teammates don't get hit by it. There I should have used my standing stone instead. I got rooted here. Use my standing stone then dashed. That is what I should have done. Lag. And that's the thing. There you can even see it. When Osiris jumps in, Fen jumps back. Because the front line will be at the front line, but if the back lines are like scared little baby cowards, they're going to get hurt. One thing a member of the backline can always seek to remember is try to, if your support engages, just be on your guard, especially when you're playing against somebody that understands the actual makeup of the game. They'd be on your ass in a couple of seconds. As people who, good junglers, very good junglers, do it well, extremely well. The moment your support engages in the hopes of setting up, you know, full I forgot what the word was. I don't think I stole it. No, I don't think I did. To peel off, the moment your support steps in, to peel off. Oh no, I don't want ulted. Yeah. The moment your support jumps in to peel off the enemy team, there's bound to be an assassin somewhere that is going to try and make sure that doesn't happen. Good girl. You have to always be careful. The reason I chose this build particularly, the Gauntlet of Thieves, for the added protections and the stacks and the HP. Simple. Sovereignty, because their main powerhouses on that team are a warrior, a jungle, and a hunter. Physical protection should always be the way to go, especially when you have physical characters that will be up in your face, that in terms of protecting your team. The Shogun's Kasari, because I have 1, 2, and 3 persons, 1, 2, 3, I can count 3 persons who are in need of attack speed when they're near me, are on the team. 2 hunters, sorry, 1 hunter and an ADC mage, in a sense, because that's how I see it though. I see him very much as an ADC, and Osiris because he uses his basic attacks to fight. He's a basic attack based god with a couple, is it? Well, yeah, with a couple abilities to match with CD, yeah, and sustain. You see, okay, here I was faced with 2 choices, because Osiris jumped into their backline, Fen went for our backline. So what I did, I turned around and I sprinted my backline, giving them that extra movement speed to get away from Fen. And then I turned back around and I immediately ulted Osiris. And tried to get him out as best as I could. And it worked out in the end. Apparently. All that great. I'm at the people them fountain, knowing that they're about to come out. Just leave the kill, just walk away. So yes, when Fen John T and he didn't get the stun. Oof, did we die here? It was making a choice between, ooh, I tried to take that for her. Damn. It was making a choice between helping Osiris and saving the backline, but it made no sense for me to leave Osiris up there to fight 4 people while I have 3 people around there fighting 1 person. You got what I'm saying? So I chose to save him and it worked. That's the thing about Arena. When they come back, they always come back with full force, with hopes to destroy you. Just get out of there, man. You lose the kill, just get out of there. Another thing I as a support like to do is stand behind I stand when my teammate is running away. I tend to stand behind them. I tend to stand behind them to block the basic attack. I think he jumps away here. Did I? No, he jumps away here. No, that's fine. There I wasn't following my rule of, oh, the kill got away, but because I knew my team was coming back in full force, I just needed to push them to the other side on the map. That's all I needed to do. Yes, I was doing my build, sorry. So after Shogun's Kasari, alright, so getting away from a team. I think I bought the health potion here. Nope, I waited. That's fine. So after Shogun's Kasari, I went Predwin because Terra's oath not only provides healing, it provides a damage boost, that's kind of damage boost, and with my ult, it tends to have many persons. It affects my enemies too. I'd have to go back and really look, what specifically how it affects my enemies, but it's worth it. So being around them while I use my ult and getting an added shield that it does damage when it explodes. So I'm engaging after I use my ult. It's a whole set of damage, like extra damage. The final item, I don't remember its name, but it provides attack speed, must 2% attack speed and movement speed to my allies when they take damage. Favorite item in the game, hands on. Favorite support item in the game, hands on. Okay, that took long. I was all over the place when that was my first voiceover recording for Smite. So, thank you for watching. Bye.